Eliza's reflection stared back, but something was wrong. Her eyes, usually bright and full of life, were vacant and dull. Fear tightened its icy grip around her heart. This wasn't her reflection, it was something else, something sinister.
What is this?
She felt a pull, a cold whisper drawing her in. Then the mirror shattered. Eliza gasped, finding herself in a world shrouded in an eerie silence. The air hung heavy, thick with the stench of decay and despair. She stood in what seemed like a grotesque parody of her home, Harper House, but twisted, broken, and draped in shadows. Laughter, hollow and chilling, echoed around her, sending shivers down her spine.
Help! Is anyone there?
Panic swelled in Eliza's chest, threatening to consume her. She called out for help, her voice echoing strangely in the unnatural silence, but there was no answer, only the relentless echo of her own terror. This world, this distorted reflection of her life, held nothing but unknown horrors. She was trapped.
I have to get out of here. I have to find a way.
Driven by fear and a sliver of hope, Eliza began to explore this nightmarish reflection of her home. Each step was met with a chilling crunch of glass shards beneath her feet, a constant reminder of her shattered reflection and her shattered reality. The laughter continued, whispering her name, beckoning her deeper into the darkness. Shadows danced and writhed in the flickering candlelight that seemed to emanate from nowhere. They formed grotesque shapes, whispering and murmuring in a language Eliza couldn't understand. But she felt their malice, their hunger. They were drawn to her, these creatures of darkness, their forms shifting and swirling like smoke. The air grew colder, the silence thicker.
I have to keep going. There's no turning back now.
Eliza pressed on, each step a testament to her dwindling hope. The laughter grew stronger, echoing off the distorted walls that seemed to close in on her, threatening to crush her. This wasn't just a reflection. It was a prison, a cage for lost souls. Deeper into the heart of the house she ventured, the shadows her only companions. They whispered tales of despair, of betrayal, of souls trapped within the mirror's grasp. Eliza tried to block them out, but their whispers seeped into her mind, planting seeds of fear and doubt.
No, I won't listen to you. I have to stay strong.
Then she saw him, a figure huddled in the corner, shrouded in darkness, yet radiating an aura of profound sadness. As she approached, the figure slowly turned, revealing a face etched with pain and resignation. It was Alexander Harper, her ancestor, his eyes filled with a sorrow that transcended time. Alexander Harper, once a powerful sorcerer, was now a prisoner of his own creation. His voice, a dry rasp, broke the silence.
The mirror, a prison for souls, cursed by Isabelle?
He spoke in fragmented sentences, his words heavy with despair. He explained how Isabelle, driven by her insatiable thirst for power, had discovered a dark ritual. A ritual to bind souls to the mirror, to fuel her magic. Alexander, trying to stop her, became her first victim, trapped within the mirror's depths. His sentence, to witness the torment of every soul Isabelle dragged into this abyss.
This can't be true. Isabelle, she wouldn't...
Eliza listened, her heart sinking. She had heard whispers of Isabelle's treachery, but she had dismissed them as mere folklore. Now, surrounded by the evidence of her ancestors' suffering, she could no longer deny the truth. The weight of their history, of her legacy, pressed down on her.
She tricked you, Eliza. The mirror, it doesn't reflect what you are, but what you fear the most.
Her greatest fear, to be trapped, forgotten, her life stolen away, just like Alexander.
No, I won't let that happen. I will find a way to break this curse.
Determined, Eliza knew she had to confront Isabelle and find a way to free the trapped souls, including her own. Eliza's blood ran cold. Isabelle had used her deepest fear against her, luring her into this prison of shadows. The realization hit her like a physical blow, stealing her breath and leaving her reeling.
I was so focused on uncovering the secrets of the past, I failed to see the danger right in front of me.
The laughter that had been haunting her suddenly morphed, twisting into a cruel mockery of Isabelle's voice. It echoed around her, taunting her with her naivety, her blind trust.
Isabelle, you will pay for what you have done.
Eliza's fists clenched, her fear giving way to burning anger. But how could she fight an enemy who held her captive in her own reflection? The mirror was Isabelle's domain, a place where she was all-powerful. Despair threatened to consume Eliza, yet a flicker of defiance remained.
I won't let Isabelle win. I will find a way out for Alexander, for myself, for the village I swore to protect.
As if sensing her defiance, the shadows around her grew more agitated, their whispers turning into menacing growls. The temperature plummeted and the air crackled with dark energy. Isabelle was aware of her thoughts, her anger, but Eliza wouldn't be silenced. She would be heard even within this prison of glass and shadows.
You cannot escape me, Eliza. This is my domain now. Your fear, your despair, it all belongs to me.
The shadows swirled around Eliza, constricting her, trying to crush her spirit. But Eliza would not break. She refused to give Isabelle the satisfaction. Drawing strength from the memory of her ancestors, she focused her will, her anger, into a single, burning desire for freedom. The air around her crackled with energy, pushing back against the oppressive darkness.
I will not be your prisoner, Isabelle.
Then she saw it, a faint glimmer of light, a crack in Isabelle's perfect illusion. It was faint, almost imperceptible, but it was there. Hope surged through her, giving her the strength to fight back against the shadows that threatened to consume her. With a surge of adrenaline, Eliza lunged towards the light, the shadows clawing at her heels.
No, you cannot escape!
She could hear Isabelle's enraged scream echoing behind her as she burst through the barrier, the world outside the mirror rushing back into focus. But her escape came at a terrible price. Eliza stumbled back into her room, gasping for breath, the oppressive atmosphere of the mirror world clinging to her like a shroud. The shattered remnants of the mirror glinted ominously on the floor, a constant reminder of her ordeal and her failure to save Alexander. The weight of her responsibility pressed down on her. Isabelle was free, roaming the world in Eliza's stolen body, her power amplified by the souls she had consumed. And Eliza was trapped, her voice silenced, her warnings ignored. The thought sent a chill down her spine.
I have to find a way to undo the curse, to free Alexander and the others.
Days turned into nights, each one a torment as Eliza desperately searched for a way to undo the curse, to free Alexander and the other souls trapped within the mirror's depths. But the magic was ancient, powerful, and she was alone. Or so she thought.
Did you hear that?
Whispers began to surface throughout the village, whispers emanating from mirrors, from reflective surfaces. At first they were faint, easily dismissed, but they grew stronger, more insistent.
The mirrors. They're speaking of Isabelle's treachery, of the souls trapped within.
They spoke of Isabelle's treachery, of the souls trapped within the mirror, of the darkness that threatened to consume them all. Eliza's warnings echoing from the prison of glass.
We must listen. We must find a way to help.
The villagers began to listen, their fear turning into a resolve to uncover the truth and protect their home from the encroaching darkness.